Lord himself, the umami flavor. Let's see if it's too much for the likes of Pork Lazer right here. Pork Lazer has been doing pretty decent out here at CVZ. You know, showing out this bike and definitely showing that they're like in the top spot of biking players and really putting on a lot of work with this character. And this matchup, I've seen it happen a few times. I like seeing Kabari come through from this matchup every so often, so I like the preemptiveness in return here for Pepperysplash. Don't let that happen.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested in this as a biking player. Like, I want to see what Pork Lazer is doing, how they're countering, and right now the answer is they're not. Unfortunately, I mean, the thing is, you're playing against Pepperysplash, who's doing an incredible job, calls in the applause, gets the frog afterwards with a perfect. I mean, I would really like. I want to see stuff. I want to see something. Okay, that was a really nice tatami. Good start for that one. Kabari, and then, baited with the backdash, so he didn't get the grab. And then that low Yozansen will get you every time.
Plus frames right there. Jumpy. Wall break with the Blicky. Ye-oh Blicky, as my boy Maverick would say. One more hit for the finish right here. Pork Lazer has many ways to finish the job, and the jumping is the win. Horizontal range on that jumping, making it nice and ambiguous. And you're already worried about her jump-ins from the many options she has. Yozansen. Yes. Jump ass, almost look at that. Yozansen coming through.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, especially because you can JS into Yozansen, you can TK Yozansen, and you can then mix it up. The JH is no joke either. Like, she does have a lot of options for that. And then, of course, you have to worry about 2H2 to get out of stuff. It's got a lot of travel time. I think the only one, there are very few that have as much travel, except for, like, Jacko. The YRC, though, is challenged. This is a huge issue. Pepperysplash is so able to capitalize on things.
And it was so good to be in that distance, too. If the burst that came through would wait and bait, there's the throw, the grip to do it. Pepperysplash covering all P's too close with the 5P, 2P, far slash, 5H in those buttons. You'll be able to get a knockdown and some damage.
Right. I mean, the parry is no joke in terms of damage. It does have a lot of recovery. I believe it's 32 frames of recovery, so you have to be really careful. So, I mean, just be aware of that. As a biking player, if you're like, I'm gonna parry. Okay, I like the grab into the kabari, make sure that Peppery isn't going anywhere. This also gives you a good opportunity to kill Eddie, but unfortunately, Peppery with the grab is gonna break the kabari.
Kabari has been really good with this matchup. However, air throw, good tech. Tuaz, unfortunately, wasn't able to get too much off of this character. Really looking for like counter hit combos and things like that to make the most. The super sword seal, Excalibur.
Oh,
just make it
goodness.
clap up in the corner, whips the throw,
there's
jump, H, counter hit.
Yeah, like I was saying, JH such a good one because there's really no horizontal movement to it. It's all verticality. And what a counter from Pepperysplash! Are you joking? This is why you don't leave people alive.
You see him trying to go for the parry too as well.
Yeah,
but the bar was still there for Zato. Tries to hit him again with the Kabari, but again, you see the ground ruled by the likes of Peppery at that distance, outside the distance of Kabari too as well, continuously backing up enough.
Oh my goodness, the way that Peppery is able to fight fire with fire. You're gonna come in, you saw some TK Ozansens, Peppery said, fine, I can TK as well. I have these options too. I'm gonna keep you locked down into this corner. Because, I mean, Biken, where she has really good offensive options, getting out of these defensive situations are a little difficult because there's so many of her moves that have a lot of startup.
The far slash is fantastic, but the other moves not so much. Red RC up to 5P. That's gonna be nice and easy victory with the follow-up, of course. You're pointing this out, and it's that option, and now we see Peppery on game point.
I mean, it's like if you're playing Persona 4 Arena and you try to use something like that on one of the Personas. It's like, oops, guess I'll die. I mean, it's a very similar thing. Different game, similar concept.
Uh-oh, all out attack right now. The 2v want to get it done. Jumpy. Slump Dog Millionaire? He's still right there.
Wow, that was so ambiguous. Man, every time I watch Peppery play, I'm just like, you're actually a genius. You have a PhD in Guilty Gear.
This dude's quirked up with the sauce. IB, however, here's Pork Lazer answered back, and look how much they got off their exchange too as well. Trying to put the mat down. However, I like Pork's doing a fantastic job. I like these Escobaris because you leash them up, and there's a lot more you have to do compared to what Leo could do when you leash them up. However, Peppery's got options for that too.
Oh my
You mean you
goodness.
got options against a leash up? Bro, you are godlike.
Peppery, I mean, in contrast to the previous matchup, we're talking about, knowledge and things like that. Pepperysplash knows character matchups. They understand exactly what they're getting into every time they're against somebody. Oh my god, the ambiguity is ridiculous right now.
Oh man, sinking to the ground. A little bit of BM. Did you leave him alive though? Now you leashed up. You might not survive. 6 speed counter hit. Burst. Takes out the blicky for a little bit. Trying to get the air throw too far out.
So rude though. You fly away as a bike and I'm offended.
Feeling a little tight right now.
Yes, it is. Okay, burst comes out in response from Pork Laser. There was that JD just trying to, catch you doing something silly to Tommy Gaishi.
Look at that 2H2 as well. He's backdash. However, there's the oppose of the throw. Peppery with a 3-0 win over Pork Laser. Definitely was close.